In only 1 week, the Fed's official balance sheet is already up another $32 billion, approaching $7.5 trillion. Now, what is truly insane are asset prices. The Dow is already over 31,000. And then on Thursday, February 11th, we got this news story out that U.S. home prices have posted a record gain in only the last 3 months. So Q4 of 2020, topping the peak from 2005, the last housing bubble, the last housing crisis. In only 3 months, the median price of a single family home climbed almost 15% to $315,000 in the fourth quarter, according to the National Association of Realtors. Insane, truly insane, with what is going on with the distortions, the insane amount of distortions of asset prices versus the real economy. And meanwhile, in the real economy, while the asset prices of stocks, bonds, and real estate are soaring thanks to the wealth effect, the Cantillon effect, and other insane policies that central bankers, politicians, and bureaucrats are doing, in the real economy, you have real estate investors, you have landlords that can't earn any income off their rental property investments or off tenants, because here in the US, you have at the national level, you have the CDC evictions froze, which is still ongoing. I believe it's been extended quite a bit longer. And then also at the state and local level, you have similar legislation depending upon the jurisdiction. So you have asset prices soaring, but the real economy with real estate prices is suffering. People who are reliant on real estate for income are suffering. So these are distortions, insane distortions, that central bankers, politicians, and bureaucrats are causing. Unintended consequences or not, or intentional, it is insane what is happening with the real economy. So people paying rent, real estate investors collecting rental property income, paying off their mortgages, evictions being froze, or mortgage forbearance, or all the other craziness that's going on, versus asset prices soaring. So if there was not intervention, crazy amounts of intervention by central bankers, politicians, and bureaucrats, you would not be seeing the insane levels of distortions and divergence between asset prices and the real economy. And yet here we are. And unfortunately, I think it's going to get worse before it gets better. Welcome to dystopia. And the goal of government is to get more and more tax revenues, because at the federal level, you have the federal government so reliant on capital gains taxes for stocks, bonds, and real estate, and the amount of annual tax revenues that has come in over the last 20 years has changed drastically for capital gains taxes versus the prior 20 years. And then at the state and local level, you have the scheme that George Gammon and I have talked about with property taxes, how once the Fed devalues currencies, property values and nominal values go up in many areas, and then governments at the state and local level get to reassess the property value and keep charging you higher and higher property taxes. And this is why in many states in the US, so Illinois, California, New York, New Jersey, many others, people are fleeing those states for areas that have cheaper taxes. Please share the video with friends and family, and don't forget to subscribe to the Wall Street for Main Street YouTube channel, which just crossed over 40,000 YouTube channel subscribers, finally, after many years of YouTube censorship. The YouTube censorship is getting so bad now that longtime subscribers to my channel, and I'm getting emails and messages and comments below videos and Patreon messages that people are not getting new videos in their feeds anymore who have subscribed to the channel for many, many years. So please check the channel manually to make sure that you're getting all the new videos. And I'm trying to put out more despite the long list of health problems, debilitating health problems that I'm dealing with. And also, if you can afford to do so, please chip in $5 or more per month over on my Patreon. And unfortunately, the links to my Patreon are now being blocked by YouTube, both in the links after videos. I've been checking them. They normally don't work now, unfortunately. Occasionally they do work, but most of the time for a month now, they have not been working at all either. So YouTube censorship is getting absolutely ridiculous to make sure that I struggle to pay my bills. And as an added benefit for being a patron, not only will you help me pay my bills so I can continue to put out research, content, information, analysis, and financial education with these videos. And I'm going to be doing more and more interviews with experts. I've sent out emails to a lot of big name guests. I won't name the names yet, but I'm trying really hard to get some big name guests that I've never had on before, but also articles unique for patrons behind the paywall there. And there's over 150 articles on many different topics, including precious metal royalty and streaming companies, gold miners, silver miners, oil companies, uranium miners, and other commodity-related investments. So that's something you don't want to miss. I think it's a really good value, and I'm doing the best I can to create value in terms of the videos and research and analysis, despite my long list of debilitating health problems that are very difficult for me to do any work. But I'm doing the best I can, and I'm going to keep growing this YouTube channel, hopefully in spite of YouTube censorship, and hopefully I will be able to continue to create value and grow the channel much larger in the not too distant future.